Hey there. Good afternoon, East Valley High School. Welcome to Advisory. Before I dive into the really important stuff I need to talk to you about, I have two quick questions for you. One, as Gear Up Coordinator, I served the class of 2023, and a while ago, many of them said there was some resemblance here. I'm not so sure about that, but I'm going to let you guys all decide what you think. And I actually put a little Google poll form in your Google Classroom if you want to participate. You don't have to, but I'd like to know if you all think there's some similarities. Secondly, I kind of want to know who you would prefer out of us two, me and him, to be your college and career coordinator. Don't know what information you have to base that off of, but hey, I want to see how much support I have out there compared to Mr. Fredrickson here. So, like I said, on to the important stuff. I am your new college and career coordinator. I just wanted to do a quick intro. Today is your first Schoolinks lesson. Some of you are going, ugh, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to talk about why we do Schoolinks and how it's connected to the high school and beyond plan and whatnot. The high school and beyond plan, if you have not heard this before, is a requirement in the state of Washington to graduate. You could be a 4.0 student, and if you don't finish your high school and beyond plan, we can't graduate you. So that's how important it is from a very practical level. It's done through Schoolinks. In fact, you've been doing it since 8th grade, not necessarily in Schoolinks, but since 8th grade, we've had you doing activities in some platform or someplace, and we've had to document and record that so that by the time you get to your senior year, we can say you've done your high school and beyond plan. Currently, last year and this year, and moving forward, that will be done through Schoolinks. So as long as you're doing your advisory lessons when they're due in Schoolinks, you'll be good. You don't have to worry about completing your high school and beyond plan. However, I'm kind of an idealist. I want to go beyond what's required and checking that box. And there is a purpose to the high school and beyond plan, which I kind of like. I think that purpose aligns with what I believe high school is for. I think high school is meant to prepare you all for the future, not necessarily just college and careers, but that's why we're here for. What are you going to do afterwards, and make sure you're prepared for that. I think that's the purpose of the high school and beyond plan. In fact, there's 3 driving questions the high school and beyond plan asks of you. Who am I? What can I become, and how do I become that? So all the things we do, the lessons in Schoolinks, things outside of Schoolinks like having a college fair, which we'll be having in 2 weeks, bringing in speakers on career panels, having you guys do job shadows, going on visits to specific companies and industries, visiting colleges, all those kinds of things. Hopefully, one, they could be generally fun, but it's a chance for you to think about who am I, what can I become, and how do I become that? So that's kind of the purpose of the high school and beyond plan, why we have Schoolinks to connect into that, and kind of one of the drivers of my job is generally to do that also. Another thing about Schoolinks, it collects data for us. When you're in there picking colleges and careers, I can run, staff can, we can run reports on that, which tells us important things about you as a student in our population. For example, I currently know right now in Schoolinks what the top 5 career choices goals are of our students. Number 5 is zoology and wildlife biologist. Number 4 is software developer. The 3rd is registered nurse. Number 2 is law. Number 1 is medicine. That tells a lot to me. A few surprises in there too. I want to make sure my work's interesting and pertinent to you all, and this tells me that maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Secondly, I know not that everything's about college, but they asked some college questions there. Our top school of interested or favorite is UW at 202, which I was kind of surprised by. I thought Eastern or some other schools would be up there. Gonzaga's number 2 with 196 people. Eastern Washington's at 110 interested students. So that tells me where should we focus energy. It also tells me if there's that many students interested in UW, we better have some pretty smart students. You gotta have pretty high academic to get in there. I'm not trying to discourage anyone, but gotta make that clear to those who've said they're interested in UW. Can you get into UW? And then lastly, probably the most important to me is I know for all of you what you, or at least in Schoolinks, what you say you're intending to do after high school. 7.5% say military. 8.5% of you say workforce, technical schools, sorry. 10% of you say you want to head straight into the workforce. 16.5% of you say you want to do a 2-year community college, and 57.5% of you say you want to do a 4-year college. Again, a little surprising to me. Good data to know what are our students interested in doing. It raises questions for me that if we have roughly 60% of our students say they want to go to 4-year college, how come only 40% end up going? I don't know. Probably some people change their minds. That's something for me to think about, ask you all about, make sure that's working out, that we're not losing kids who want to go to college who aren't for some other reason. So the information you put in there is valuable to me, and we use it on an individual basis. When I meet with students, not that I can look it up every time, but we can refer to that, make sure it lines up, plan activities that help support you all. Another thing about Schoolinks, you are going to notice you are going to be asked to repeat some activities. Maybe not necessarily in the same year, and that can seem redundant. Students have pointed, why do we have to take this career assessment every year? And I understand why it would feel that way, but there's a couple reasons. One, we have to. The High School and Beyond asks us to ask you those kinds of questions. But two, people change, and especially change in high school. And if you're changing, you hopefully want to know about it. Like if at one point you were really excited to be a doctor and you're just telling people, doctor, doctor, you never thought about that, and you get to a point going, oh, I don't like blood, I don't want to be a doctor. You should know that, and we'd like to know that, so we can help direct supports and services to you. So you may change your mind. So sitting down for a moment, taking these assessments might reevaluate for you. Yeah, I'm on the same track. I'm the same kind of person. I think I want to do the same things. Or hey, I'm seeing some new opportunities, new things. I've changed a bit. I might change my path. That's good for you to know. So hopefully you end up in the place you want to be. And it's good for us to know so we can direct supports and services and information in the right direction. So that's kind of in a nutshell. I probably missed something about Schoolinks and the High School and Beyond plan. If you all do what I would love to get to know you, stop by my room 220. You can say hi. Lots of events will be coming up. We held a trivia today, which actually we had like 25 people during each of the lunches. And we have other events, especially for seniors. Those will be posted in Schoolinks. So when you're in there today, if you want to go to the event, see what's there. More will be coming, I promise. Just started this job. I'm trying to get them out there. Check that place for college and career related events to help you kind of figure out what you want to do. That's it. Take care. Room 220. Shoot me an email. Stop by. Hope to see you all at some point. Have a good day.